Hello, my name is Nick, and today I am making a video about 50 Shades of Grey. I thought what I would do is I would read some quotes from the book, and I would also read some reviews of the film so that you can get an idea of what E.L. James's 50 Shades of Grey is all about. His voice is warm and husky, like dark melted chocolate fudge caramel or something, and from a very tiny underused part of my brain, probably located at the base of my medulla oblongata, near where my subconscious dwells, comes the thought, he's here to see you. I feel the colour in my cheeks rising again. I must be the colour of the Communist Manifesto. His lips part like he's taking a sharp intake of breath. And he blinks. For a fraction of a second, he looks lost somehow. And the earth shifts slightly on its axis, the tectonic plates sliding in a new position, which I think would technically cause an earthquake. He smiles, then strides with renewed purpose out of the store, slinging the plastic bag over his shoulder, leaving me a quivering mass of raging female hormones. I can almost hear his sphinx-like smile through the phone. Holy crap! He's wearing a white shirt, open at the collar, and tray flannel pants that hang from his hips. His tone is so directional. His usual control freak. I imagine him as an old-time movie director, wearing jodhpurs, holding an old-fashioned megaphone and a riding crop. The image makes me laugh out loud. The orange juice tastes divine. It's thirst-quenching and refreshing. Oh my! Sweat and body wash and Christian. It's a heady cocktail, so much better than a margarita, and now I can speak from experience. I flush at the waywardness of my subconscious. She's doing her happy dance in a bright red hula skirt at the thought of being his. My very small inner goddess sways in a gentle, victorious samba. I've never seen a gentle samba in my life. I just read the next one. I had no idea giving pleasure could be such a turn-on. Watching him writhe subtly with carnal longing. My inner goddess is doing the merengue of some salsa moves. I eye Christian's toothbrush. It would be like having him in my mouth. What's wrong? What did that creepy, good-looking do? My stomach somersaults. He wants me. In a weird way, true, but this beautiful, strange, kinky man wants me. He steps out of his Converse shoes and reaches down and takes his socks off individually. Christian's feet. Wow! What is it about naked feet? First of all, you never step out of Converse. They are a right pain to take off. And the other thing, you take off your socks individually anyway. If I take my socks off, I start with one and then do the other. At no point in my life have I ever kind of... because that's a pain. You thought they were bad. Now they get worse. Now I know what all the fuss is about. 2 orgasms coming apart at the seams, like the spin cycle on a washing machine. Wow. Nope. Amy Stubbs is singing in my ear about misfits. This song used to mean so much to me. That's because I am a misfit. I have never fitted in anywhere. Because you're a misfit, having not been able to fit in anywhere. And you miss fitting in anywhere, because now you fit in somewhere, you have something to miss about misfitting into nowhere. Look at me, he breathes, and I stare up into his smouldering grey gaze. It is his dom gaze, cold, hard and sexy as hell. 7 shades of sin in one enticing look. Never mind about the other 43 then, I presume. He's soft and hard at once, like steel encased in velvet, and surprisingly tasty. Sorry, Mum. Holy crap! Just pigtails do not suit me either. I'm all deer headlights, moth flame, bird snake, and he knows exactly what he's doing to me. That was bad. But it's okay because we have the reviews now. This is from someone who goes by the name of Entertain Me or Die. It's quite the ultimatum. She's from New Zealand, apparently. The review is called Just As I Predicted and goes thusly. This review may contain spoilers. Keep in mind that I have read the book. The writing is laughable and sophomoric. It's the literary version of RedTube. If you don't know, ask your parents. If you pay close attention, you'll realise that it's Twilight fanfiction. I'm sorry. Women are idiots. Not all of them. Only women would read an erotic novel and think it's an excellent piece of romantic literature. I honestly felt like I was reading the playbill for a bad porno. Now on to the film. The directing. Okay, I guess. The acting. Jamie Dorman's American accent. Just terrible. I honestly thought Keanu Reeves had a better accent in Dracula. Dakota is good, but if you're a guy, you're probably going in just to see her get rammed. The script, just like the book. What you'll actually go in for, a here, an ass there, probably something you'd spend your time pleasuring yourself to. Of course, it's impossible to make a good movie adaptation of a crap book. And I came on here today to see a 4.0, like the average rating of the film. At least I'm not the only one. Lol. I would really like to see this fail hard, just to see the plan for 2 sequels get put on the shelf. But with the amount of fangirls with wet panties, this will probably end up passing the $1 billion mark. Edit. I'm serious here, girls. You need to stop downvoting my review and making me feel bad about myself. Please try to be more compassionate. As you may or may not know, I am of fragile ego. A lot of people are going to be strolling around the forums going, hey, come on now, guy, we all know he's got a fragile ego. And any more little down arrows could lead me into a serious depressive state of insomnia, suicidal thoughts, substance abuse, and obsessive masturbation. You have to be a little more considerate when you so brazenly downvote people's reviews because, in a way, you're downvoting the person themselves. Hashtag justice for emod. Edit. I'm getting too many messages from puerile fangirls saying this edit makes me look immature. Please get an education, and when you do, come back here and see how much of a fool you'd make of yourself because you took the edit seriously. Similarly, Sarangi 2015 from Australia also seems to agree, rated it a 1 star just like Entertain Me or Die. And here is what they had to say. This movie is atrocious beyond words, and the first movie from which I've ever walked out, an hour and 17 minutes into it. The session was full of giggling middle-aged women wetting themselves with anticipation. I cannot believe this book and movie has appeal. Are women really so bored, so desperate, that this is what gets them off? The acting was appalling. I guess that's the end of Mrs. Johnson and Mr. Dornan's careers. And I wouldn't be surprised if the actors who refused the roles of Christian Grey are secretly relieved that they had the sense to reject it. The script was laughable, no chemistry between the 2 leads, and as for the eroticism, it was completely lacking. Stilted, awkward, poor cinematography, cheesy scripting, just terrible. Do not waste your time or money with this film. It would also seem that Vinay Sital also does not like the film, also rating it a 1 star. I don't want to spoil a lot, so I'll just give ratings with a brief description on certain elements of this so-called film. Acting, 1 out of 10. The acting was misplaced and awkward. Not to look at least convince us you're an intense guy, Mr. Grey. Plot, 1 out of 10. That wasn't a plot for a normal movie. It was a plot for softcore porn, which had as terrible acting in it as real porn. Mr. Vinay Sital seems to have an eye for porn. Camera work / scenery, 7 out of 10. For what it is. Great camera work, I guess. Good scenery. Romance, 2 out of 10. Oh, I've seen The Notebook. That's romance. This is a poor attempt to romance. It tries to tell you they're madly in love. It's just a weird sexual relationship. Drama, 1 out of 10. There is no thrill, no intense things going on. There is no drama in this softcore erotic drama. The Deeds, 10 out of 10! Citing, they did it, so can't really give any fewer points than this. Overall, it was horrible acted, plotless, non-romantic nor drama movie about a girl being horny and the guy doing an attempt of BDSM, which comes down to softcore. Almost nothing different than normal sex with bondage. Boring. On that note, go watch The Kingsman Secret Service. That's one of the best action movies I've seen in a while. Delightfully on topic, Mr. Sital. Or Mrs. _00 rated it a 10 out of 10 and said that they loved it. It was exactly as it was supposed to be. So let's find out what they had to say. I saw this film on Valentine's weekend. Well, good. And as all book to film situations, the film lacks the description, and this book holds a lot of description, especially where fueling imagination goes. The film always had a lot to live up to, but I think they did it well. A few of the scenes jumped through quite quickly without explaining what was happening, so I'm hoping maybe when they release the DVD there will be some uncut scenes added, or bonus scenes. Bonus, not the other one. Dirty Minds. I think you understand Anna quite well, but you miss some of Christian's depth and how he really feels about Anna. But overall, I did really enjoy it. The scenes well played and were a lot more raunchy than I was expecting. And very funny in places. Oh, grow up. A great start to the series. I think most people loved the second book more, so hopefully more detail next time, please. As for Jamie and Dakota, I think they had all the chemistry there and did it really well. Oh yeah. I think the script was more lacking than the actors playing them. The directing was great and the overall look and feel of the film was great. I think the book to film sets were exactly as they should have been, and they felt they kept true to the books. Great film did exactly what it said on the tin. Laura Laurie, 63, also gave it a 10-star review, but said that she had one criticism. Her one criticism was that it wasn't long enough. I loved this movie, but I love the book, so that was a no-brainer. It needed to be longer, if anything. Little details were missed out. Christian's housekeeper, interactions with Taylor, etc. I thought it was shot beautifully, really tastefully done. Could have been a bit more sexy too, more of him in it. But all this bull about it being an abusive relationship, please. It's quite clear that Anna had all the power. That girl is controlling him like I don't know what, and it's clear he's helpless. Dakota was fantastic as Anna, and Jamie was super hot. Let's hope they've cast Mrs. Robinson well. I wasn't sure about Mia and Elliot. Can't wait for Darker. I'm assuming that's the next book in the series. So that's good. You know, there's a good review there. Well done. Vicky Diaz 189 pleads with the readers, give the movie a chance and watch it with an open mind, giving it 10 out of 10 stars. To me, the movie was amazing, but honestly I think people have been prejudging this movie since the book first came out. This is a fantasy, remember. The author made the book on a website and the people actually started reading and enjoying it and it became famous. The actors are amazing. If you actually read the book, then you will understand many things. Yes, there is sex, but honestly, most adults that went to watch this movie was in their early 20s. I mean, even old married couples went. Honestly, it's so sad that so many people have brought down this book because of sex. Let's not forget about Deep Throat with Linda Lovelace. Everyone went to see it, and that was real porn. This wasn't even porn. It was what you would expect from a love movie, just a little more than Nicholas Sparks' movie's sex scene. I saw the same making love scene they had in this movie in The Notebook. You have to understand where Christian comes from, and understand his story, and then you can understand his choices. Anna chose all this, and Anna chose to be with him and actually do some of these things. He even made sure she was okay with everything. The acting to me was fine. He had to have some of his accent. Christian has an accent in the book. Everyone has their right to state their reviews, but honestly, it's not a bad movie. It's a romance novel with a twist. You all have had sex before. Everyone has. This movie isn't a shocker. So honestly, if you want to go and see it, go see it. Don't let people prejudge you over something that is worth it. If you have the mindset that the movie will be bad, then it will be bad. If you can open mind though, then way you feel after the movie is totally up to you. You can love it or hate it. Give it a chance! So there we go. I hope that was useful to you in working out what 50 Shades of Grey might be for you. I don't know if it's helped me in any way. I probably still won't go and see it because it still sounds horrifying. But I hope it's been useful to you anyway. All of those reviews were taken straight off of the IMDb page for 50 Shades of Grey. And, wow. It seems to be a film that's divided opinion, considering it was a book that pretty much everyone couldn't wait to eat up, if you'll pardon the pun. I think I found a poignant note to end it on. A quote from Christian Grey goes like this: "I don't make love, I f*** hard." Thank you for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye. I had no idea giving pleasure... Stop it. Grow up. I had no idea giving pleasure could be such a turn on. Come on, you're 22 now. I would really like to see this film. They did it, so can't give it a... The directing was great, and the overall look and feel of the film... Sweating like mad. This review is really getting me off. It's not. I'm just hot. But you knew that already. No, it's boiling in here. It really is. Porn. Porn. P.S. Mum, I am really very, very, very sorry.